Now, this religion, as I said, there are 4,300 of them. And the global non-Christians and non-Muslims are distributed within these religions. And they constitute about 47.8% of the global populace. That is almost 50%, which is half of the global populace. The church doesn't know much about them. And therefore, the church is not doing much about them in terms of gospel engagements. For example, if I ask you, you have been in the church since you were born. How many of these religions have you heard of? How many of the members of these religions have you ever prayed for? For example, have you ever prayed for the members of the African traditional religions? Have you spent time to pray and fast for their salvation? It is unfortunate that there are Christians, people who profess Christ, children of God, who do not believe that the members of the African traditional religions need to come to Christ for salvation. They think that as Christians are on their way to heaven by believing in Christ and following Christ, the African traditional religionists are also going to heaven by following their part of all those rituals, those sacrifices, to all those orishas and deities. These African traditional religionists are also going to heaven. They are Christians who believe like that, who believe that the African traditional religionists do not need Christ. So when you as a Christian do not believe that the African traditional religionists need to come to Christ, how then can God depend on you to pray for them? It means that you are contending and refuting the word of Jesus when he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. It is only through Jesus that anybody can go to heaven. How many of us have prayed for the members of the Baha'i faiths? How many of us have taken time to pray for the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Sikhs, members of the Hetero Society, members of the Maradona religion, and all the members of the global non-Christian and non-Muslim populace? How many of us have devoted ourselves to pray for them? How many of us have pushed food aside to pray specifically for the salvation, the emancipation, the deliverance of these people? The truth is that many Christians don't even know that they exist. Many of these religious groups have never had one Christian pray for them since they came into this world. How then do we expect that these people will be saved? Because there are principalities, there are powers, there are rulers of the darkness of this present world. There are satanic forces, spiritual wickedness in high places that we must contend with over these people, that are taking mastery over these people. And we have not prayed for them. We are not combating with them in spiritual warfare. How then do we expect that these people will be saved? We have not bound the strong man that is standing over them, that have held them bound in all these religions. We have not engaged the powers of darkness over them. How then do we expect them to be saved? This is the great omission of the Great Commission.